Hi guys, Heather at Spirit of Love Tarot, formerly Divine Guidance Tarot, back at you with another pick a deck. This time, it's Let Me Brag About You. As always, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. If they don't resonate, don't listen. Find a YouTube reader that can help you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below and we'll get you set up. I have 4 piles here. Pile 1, Pile 2, Pile 3, and Pile 4. Go ahead and take your pick, pause the video if you need more time, and let's get started. Hi, deck 1. If you chose this pile, you chose the air hand or the hawk. So you guys could be an Aquarius, a Libra, or Gemini. But typically these hands are going to have a square palm, okay, and long fingers. Very delicate looking hands. Maybe their knuckles might be a bit knobby. Okay? People with this type of hand are very freedom loving, very practical, okay, but at times they can get lost in their head. They're always the perpetual student and work best independently, okay? They also tend to have a quick wit, a good sense of humor, and a strong sense of irony. Tell me more about this pile. That's too many, but I'll keep this one. We have conjunction and Taurus. Okay, so you might be in a union right now with a Taurus, okay? Or you're trying to balance yourself. So I feel like when you're in relationships, okay, you're very trustworthy, you're very patient, and you're very sensual. We have Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, and Pisces, and House 2. House 2 is all about your physical security and your possessions. Okay, so you could be a Pisces or a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in your second house. So I feel like you guys don't really have a strong sense of self. Okay, I definitely feel as though you have a hard time handling emotions. I feel like you prefer to keep those things to yourself or with people that are the closest to you. I feel as though you're not really into possessions. Okay, possessions really aren't that important to you. Love is Venus and Cardinal. Okay, so you guys could be an Aries, a Cancer, a Libra, or a Capricorn. Okay, or a Taurus. Okay. And this tells me that you guys are chasers, I feel. Okay, you're very impatient when it comes to love. You have this fantasy about what this perfect relationship or this perfect love would be like, and I don't feel as though any of your previous partners have lived up to that expectation. Let me brag about you. So we have the woman, the birds, and the mountain. Capricorn energy coming through with the mountain there. So I feel like you guys are very sensual, okay? Very Taurus-like energy coming through here as well. Very sensual. You're a lover of fine things, okay? You, while you don't hold on to possessions, you do value the finer things in life. I feel mostly like food. Okay, I feel like you guys might be foodies. Okay, and might overindulge from time to time. Let me brag about you. We have the magnifying glass and the bridge. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys are under a microscope, okay? Your person might keep a really close eye on you. Your friends and family might keep a really close eye on you. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you guys live in your head maybe, okay? I'm sensing more of an immature energy, so maybe you're just younger, okay, and a little less mature. Then we have the snake, the tree, and the dice. The tree is representative of Virgo. The snake is of Scorpio. Okay, so you guys could be a Scorpio or a Virgo, possibly in your 5th house. Okay. I'm definitely sensing with the snake in reverse here, you are not a gossip. You are not a backstabber. You don't wish harm on anyone. Your love, your light. With the tree there, you have roots. Okay, so you probably have a stable home, a pretty stable life. Okay, and I feel as though you're very lucky. Okay, luck always seems to be on your side. You're very divinely protected. Let me brag about you. We have be your own hero and on your own terms. She waited a long time to be saved until one day she decided to save herself. It was a very good day. You guys are like my superheroes. Okay, I don't know how you do it. You are just my Energizer bunnies. Okay, and I feel as though you guys have to do things your way in your time. Very Capricorn-like energy. Stubborn. Maybe Aries as well. I'm definitely sensing as though you're someone that comes to terms with things in an unusual way. The way you work out your problems is unusual. Okay, I feel it's a very mental activity for you to sit there and kind of pick apart your problems and think about all the ways that you could change them. Very Aquarius-like energy. I feel like you guys have a very unique style. Okay, you dress differently than a lot of people. You have your own unique style. Maybe you have different colored hair, maybe you have dreads, maybe you have braids, maybe you have really long hair, really short hair. I feel like, but your hair is something that stands out about you. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so you're someone that's very non-competitive. Okay, you don't compete for time, attention, money, jobs, relationships. You just don't compete. You're not a competitor. You're not very competitive. You just move on to the next thing. We have the Queen of Wands, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Why did I just say that? The Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Probably because you guys picked air. You're all air. Okay, maybe you might have some fire in some of your houses, but I feel like your chart is going to be a lot of air and maybe earth with a little bit of fire and a tinge of water with the Five of Cups there. So I don't feel like you guys really are people that have a lot of regrets in your life, okay? I feel like you've lived a pretty good life, okay? And, yeah, Justice, Libra energy coming through. You've lived a really good life. Even if it was a hard life, you've grown spiritually, exponentially in this lifetime. You've grown leaps and bounds in this lifetime. It's crazy how fast you guys have grown. Wow. As a person. We have the Four of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So you guys are possibly really psychic with the High Priestess there and the Seven of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. Okay, you guys might just know things. You might get visions. Okay, you might read cards or palms or astrology charts, energy work. I feel as though you do some sort of spiritual work and you're very talented at it. You're a healer. The Hanged Man and the Lovers. Okay, so you tend to get stuck in relationships. Okay, I feel like you guys are, like I said, my freedom-loving souls. Okay, I don't feel as though you like too much of a commitment. Okay, I feel like you have serious relationships, but not too serious. Somewhere in the middle. Okay, I feel like you prefer to have relationships that you can easily escape from. You always like to have a backup plan in order to feel secure. Strength, Leo energy coming through. So I feel like you guys are really stuck on a Leo right now, okay? You're really, really stuck on a Leo or possibly a Gemini with the Lovers there. Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. Wow. So you have two sixes there. Sixes might be important to you, and you have two eights with strength and the Eight of Cups. So eights might be important to you as well. I definitely sense as though repeating numbers are important to you. Or you might even have one specific number that's important to you. Maybe it's your birthday. But I'm definitely sensing as though this is someone that you are destined to walk away from. Okay, this person is not meant for you. Yes, they are a soulmate, but they're a karmic one. They're a karmic soulmate that's just gonna hurt you again. Okay, I feel like your ancestors and spirit guides are just trying to insert this little message here. If you are dealing with a Leo or a Gemini, they are not going to change. King of Pentacles to the Six of Wands. They're going to stay in their ego. Okay? They haven't learned their lessons yet. They're not ready for you yet. And you don't deserve to be with someone like them. All right? So, if that resonated, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will talk to you in the next video. Blessed be. Hi, deck 2. If you chose this, you chose the Tiger. Okay, the Fire Palm. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, this palm is typically a rectangular palm with short fingers. Okay, and key traits of people like this are that they are impulsive and impatient. They're risk takers and competitive. Okay, they're a jack of all trades. This is someone that only processes information long enough to act on it. Very impulsive. That's what I'm feeling. Let me brag about you. We have house 10. And square. And Capricorn. Okay. So I feel like whenever you guys are faced with a challenging situation, you rise above it. Okay, especially when it comes to your career, because your 10th house is all about your life path and your career. So I'm definitely sensing as though you guys love a challenge. Okay, you love, love, love a challenge. Let me brag about you. We have house 4. And air. So you could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini in your 4th house. So I feel like even though you guys are really fiery and really passionate, when it comes to your home and your family roots, your foundation, where you find your peace and comfort, you're going to be more of an air energy. You're going to be more free loving. Okay, so as much as you love your family and your friends, you're going to need space and time to yourself. Let me brag about you. We have Aquarius, so you guys are my rebels. Okay, you're my rebels, my risk takers, my march to my beat of my own drummers. And then Virgo and mutable. I feel like you guys are very original. You have a lot of integrity, but you know how to walk away from a fight. Okay, you're very graceful energy. Yeah, I feel like even though you are very passionate, I feel as though you're someone that just kind of blows up every once in a while. Okay, I don't feel like you get angry a lot, but when you do get angry, it comes through heavy and everyone will know you're angry. Same thing if you're calm, same thing if you're happy, same thing if you're sad. You wear your heart on your sleeve. We have fixed and house 12. So your 12th house is your spiritual house, your religious beliefs. Okay, so you guys could be a Taurus, a Leo, a Virgo, or an Aquarius. Or Scorpio. I'm sorry, not Virgo, Scorpio. What am I talking about? Ugh. Ignore the Virgo comment. Although I saw Virgo, so that's why I kind of went there, I think. That and Scorpio and Virgo's symbols are eerily similar. All right. So it's interesting to me that you got mutable and fixed. Okay, so I feel like you're a really good mix in your chart, okay, of fixed and mutable signs. Okay, but in your 12th house, I do feel as though you are going to be a fixed sign. You are going to be a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. But this tells me that you're a very sensual person. You might do like sex magic. You're just a very sensual person. You're very attractive. People are very sexually attracted to you. You're very fiery and passionate, but you're stable and loyal at the same time. Pluto, transformation. You're also someone that can transform at the drop of a hat. Very Scorpio-like energy. Let me brag about you. Oh. Interesting. We have the sun, the moon, and the compass. 42. Hi, Grandpa. So you have Leo energy, Cancer energy. Okay, so you guys could be a Leo sun and a Cancer moon, or a Cancer sun and a Leo moon. But I'm heavily sensing as though you're someone that's guided by a set of morals. Okay, I feel like you've had these morals ingrained in you. You might have had like a family member in the military that raised you. Okay, or just a very, I feel as though you had a very strong, dominant male in your life as a child. Okay, and it kind of squashed your independence, and it kind of squashed your freedom. Okay, and I feel as though there were a lot of fights with your parents as a child. Okay, there might have been a lot of rebellion. But I feel as though you guys have kind of found your way now. You've kind of balanced out with the sun and the moon there. I feel like you kind of already went through your teenage angst. So you're probably my more mature people. We have the tree in reverse. Virgo energy coming through. And the mask. Okay. So I feel like you guys are someone that is able to just pick up and move. Pick up and change relationships, pick up and change jobs, pick up and change houses, pick up and change states, countries. I feel like you're that kind of a person, someone that doesn't like to be in one place for too long or one relationship for too long. I feel as though you guys are antsy. I also feel as though you guys hide your true selves with the mask here. Okay, I feel like a lot of you guys are a little manipulative. Okay, I feel like you guys might be a little bit manipulative with the mask there and the tree in reverse. But you use it to your advantage. We have the book, Pisces energy coming through. And the stairs. So I feel like you guys are very spiritually gifted. Okay, I'm sensing Queen of Wands energy here. I feel like you guys might be like my witchy pile. You're more into maybe witchcraft. Okay, you probably like to make candles or spells. You probably really like, I'm seeing you like to take salt baths. Maybe you love salt baths. But I feel a very healing energy from you. The Mountain, Capricorn energy coming through. You're definitely someone that is on guard. Yeah, you don't let people get too close to you. Like I said, you wear a false mask. You just don't let people get close to you. You're not comfortable with people getting close to you. And I feel like that stems from the overbearing parent you had as a child. We have Amalathea and Be There For You. So I feel like you guys have a lot of friends and family. Okay, you're a very social person. You're a very outgoing person. You're there for your friends and family, and your friends and family are there for you. I feel as though you kind of made your own family, though. I feel like you have a very few close people to you. I don't feel like you have a ton of friends, but the friends that you do have are true friends. But you're a very supportive energy. You support your friends and you support your family. Let me brag about you. We have the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So you guys could be dealing with you guys could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or have heavy air in your chart with the King of Swords there and the Eight of Swords. I'm definitely sensing as though you're putting relationships on hold right now. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of doing your own thing. You're happy doing what you want when you want. Hey, I do feel as though there are people that want to tie you down with the Nine of Pentacles right here and the Three of Wands. I see ropes. You know what I mean? I feel like there are people that want to tie you down. Some of them may even try and get you pregnant in order to solidify a relationship with you. You guys definitely have a lot of people interested in what you're doing. Okay, you guys might be really big on social media. I feel as though you're very popular, maybe even just at work or in your social group. You're someone that people come to when they're having a hard time. They come to you for advice with the Six of Cups here because of your loving nature, and the Ace of Swords because you don't lie. You tell people the truth even if it hurts. You and the other person. You're a truth teller, and people admire you for that. Let me brag about you. We have the World. Well, you look good naked. Ooh, ooh. And the Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys all right, you might be a little more selfish of a lover. Okay, might be a little more selfish in bed. That's what I'm sensing. You really are a chaser of pleasure. Seven of Coins. Also, you might be a collector. You might see multiple people at a time. You might be poly. But I'm definitely sensing wherever you go, you turn heads. Ooh, as I say that, we get the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. So you guys get offers left and right. You turn heads left and right. You guys are just beautiful or handsome. We have the Seven of Wands. You're constantly protecting yourself from people coming on to you. We have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles reversed. You don't like to leave people out, okay? I feel like you're that person that's going to invite the wallflower over to have a drink with you and your friends because you want everyone to feel included. You're a very kind and generous person. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So you guys are lucky. You're fated to have good luck. All right? So if that resonated, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will talk to you in the next video. Blessed be. High deck 3, if you chose the tortoise or earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. These hands are usually small, square, and solid, okay, with thick, boned, short fingers. Excuse me. So this hand shape is known for not liking studying, okay? This person doesn't like studying, okay? they're not inclined towards it. Okay, so these are going to be my workers. Okay, you probably work with your hands. Okay, you're a very hard worker, very dependable. You're very down to earth and loyal. I feel as though you guys are very good in your speech. However, I do feel as though you tend to put security over everything. Okay, so you guys have this like inclination to the family and the home life. Let me brag about you. We have square, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and Leo. Okay, so I feel like you guys face challenges in a very creative, compassionate way. Or it's hard for you to, I'm sorry, it's hard for you to approach relationships in a emotional way. Okay, so emotions are hard for you. Expressing your emotions is hard for you. Okay, but expressing your creativity is easy. Or teaching. You guys might be teachers. We have house 7, the house of profound relationships, and Taurus. So you could be a Taurus in your 7th house, which means that you guys are all about true love. Someday my prince will come. I feel like you guys are hiding out and waiting for Prince Charming. You guys are all up in your head about this person. Okay, I feel like there is one person in particular on your mind. Possibly a Taurus. Ugh, hate my fucking neighborhood. Sorry. All right. So what was I saying? Oh, I was saying your house of profound relationships. So you're someone that always has a profound relationship. The person you meet on the street corner is a profound relationship in your mind, even if it never makes it into reality. You guys are people that pick apart your partners. Okay? We have Chiron, Lilith, and Venus. So you guys might withhold emotions. Like I said, you're not comfortable with emotions. You're more comfortable with the day-to-day life. You're not so much into the intimate stuff. I just feel like you're not. You're more practical and grounded, but you want this Prince Charming to save you. It's a very strange energy. It's like no one's ever good enough for you. Your standards are very high and you're very picky. If someone does one thing wrong, you let them know they did something wrong. Capricorn. and fixed. So you guys could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. So I feel like I said, you guys are very stubborn. Capricorn with a fixed. House 4. So you could be a Capricorn, a Leo, a Taurus, a Virgo, or an Aquarius, or a Scorpio. Sorry. I don't always say Virgo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. But your 4th house is your home house. Like I said, you're very obsessed with your home. You love your home and your possessions. I feel as though you're very possessive of your stuff. What's yours is yours. You know what I mean? Some of you guys might have had your stuff taken away from you when you were little as like punishment. And so you became very possessive of your things. I'm seeing like a ring. Someone might have stolen a ring from you. Maybe an inheritance. Someone stole something from you. That's just a side note I'm getting. Someone stole something from you and it was like worth money. And I feel like it was like a piece of jewelry. Maybe a ring or a necklace. Maybe even just money. You're going to get it back. The Sun times 3. The Book. And the Dice. So Leo energy, Pisces energy. You guys are destined to have some sort of inheritance. Okay, you're destined to have money. And I don't feel as it's so much luck as I feel as it's dedication to your work. I feel like you guys are my workaholics. You might even have more than one job. We have the Compass, 42, High Grandpa, the Heart, and the Bouquet. So you guys have an offer of love coming your way. Excuse me. Maybe even several. And I feel like you are going to be inclined to give this person a chance. Okay, I feel like your wall is going to be up super high with this person. Okay, and I'm just feeling like this sense of anxiety. I do feel as though there's going to be a lot of sexual tension between the two of you, a lot of messages. I'm seeing a lot of messages, maybe even some sex with the heart there. And just a side note, let me brag about you. I feel like you're someone with a strong sense of direction. You're someone that's genuinely happy. We have, you are the light. When darkness surrounds you, be the light. And wild and free. All good things are wild and free. I feel like you guys have this, you guys might have some fire in your chart, even if you are an earth sign. You might have some Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in there. Because I feel like as stable and grounded and home-loving as you are, you have this sense of freedom or this wanting to be free. So I feel like you guys work best in a workplace where you kind of have a flexible schedule, okay, and kind of work alone. I don't feel as though you guys like to work with people. Okay, so you might choose a career like maybe in a call center, somewhere where you don't have to be directly face to face with people. Because like I said, I don't feel as though you deal well with emotions. Let me brag about you. We have the Sun, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords, and the Chariot, Cancer energy coming through. So I feel like you guys are coming out of your shell, slowly but surely. Okay, I feel like your walls are slowly coming back down, a little bit at a time. Okay, I feel as though you guys are going to have to make a decision. Okay, it might be for a new job, a new relationship, a new home, something. There's going to be a decision to be made here. And you're very good at making decisions. I feel like you're very, very good at making decisions. We have the Star, the Eight of Swords reversed, and the Moon. You never regret any decision you make, because your decisions are always thought out, and you always, always, always choose security over freedom. You have this need to be secure in a relationship. The Emperor, you're definitely more of a masculine energy, okay, especially with the King of Swords here. You could be an Aries or an Earth air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I definitely sense that you're on the more masculine side, okay, even if you are a female. You're someone that stands up for your beliefs. Okay, you're someone that isn't afraid to take a stand. You don't like bullies. Hey, I feel like you're fearless. You have this shell. Like, you're so fearless because your shell protects you. I feel like that's what it is. You're so tough. You have such this tough outer shell that like nothing can penetrate it. The Lovers, Gemini energy coming through. The Devil, Capricorn energy. The Ten of Wands. And the Empress. With the Lovers there, you guys, I feel, have a hard time relaxing, especially with the Ten of Wands above it. Okay, the Devil and the Empress. I feel like a lot of you guys don't take the time to kind of pamper yourself. Okay, I feel like you're always working, and so you don't really take the time to pamper yourself. Let me brag about you. We have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords to the Magician. You can see right through people. Like, that's your hidden talent. I feel like you watch people. It's not about what they say to you. It's about what they do. People can give you lip service all you want, all they want, but you see right through it. And you're not someone that abides by bullshit. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Like I said, a tough outer shell and then inside a gooey center. You have an extreme loyalty to your friends and your family and to no one else. Your social circle is very small and you don't trust a lot of people. Ooh. We got the Queen of Swords and the Fountain. So you guys are really excellent at hiding your feelings. Man, you and feelings just don't mix. You push them down, you compartmentalize, you throw them out. You just don't deal with them. You kind of just let things go and walk away. Queen of Wands style. If that resonated, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Blessed be. Hi, Deck 4. If you chose the snake, you're probably a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Okay, so you guys have water hands, possibly, okay, and those are narrow palms with long fingers. They're normally might be a little moist as well. You might have moist hands. Okay, but you're very intuitive. You're very nurturing. You have a love for the drama. You're very mysterious and dreamy. You're fascinated by relationships and love affairs. You're highly flexible and very relaxed. I feel like you guys kind of feel your way through life. Very flowy type energy. Let me brag about you. We have Aries, House 2, and Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio or an Aries in your second house. So you guys, you don't really care much about physical security or possessions. You guys are my dreamers, my intuitives, my psychics. So you're someone that has a lot of willpower, okay? A lot of, you're able to transform at will, okay? In order to get what you want. You're very manipulative. We have air and water. So you guys could be an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini, or a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. In your fifth house. Your fifth house is all about your passions. So like I said, you're passionate about love. You're passionate about emotions. You're passionate about relationships. You're fascinated by human relationships and how they work and how they unfold. You guys probably really liked soap operas as a kid, or like the Vampire Diaries or Teen Wolf or I feel like you guys were really into fantasy, really into maybe Harry Potter. I don't know how old you are, but I feel like you guys were really into fantasy as a kid. Okay, and that kind of helped you connect with other people on an emotional level because you would naturally gravitate towards people with the same interests as you. And I feel as though this has continued on into your adult life. Let me brag about you. We have Earth, Capricorn, and North Node. Okay, so I feel like you guys have like this great destiny. Okay, this is my famous pile, my wow pile, my gonna get there pile. Okay, you guys have that ambition, but you have that realism as well. Okay, you have that dreamy nature, but you have the willpower to make it a reality. Whatever you want, you're gonna get. Whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, a child. We have house 4, the house of family, and house 7, the house of profound relationships, and Gemini. So you could be a Gemini in your 4th house or your 7th house. Okay, but I feel as though you guys don't have a strong sense of family. Okay, you might have grown up in a family where emotions were not allowed to be expressed. And I don't feel as though you were allowed to express yourself as a child with the authority figures in your life. And so you would escape into a sense of dreamland. You would escape reality into your own head. Let me brag about you. So we have the stars, Aquarius energy coming through, the maze, and the rider. Beautiful. So I feel like like I said, you guys are destined for fame, fortune. You guys just don't know how to get there yet. You haven't figured out how to get there. You know you're destined for it. You know you're supposed to have it. You just haven't. It's like you have an ATM card with the universe, but you haven't figured out the PIN. Okay, I feel like you guys never really have to worry about much. I don't feel as though you're like filthy rich, but I don't feel as though you're like dirt poor either. I feel like you're somewhere in the middle. Let me brag about you. I feel like you guys have like almost this childlike innocence to you. Okay, this source of wonder, this curiosity. It gives you a younger type of an energy, even if you are older. The moon, Cancer energy coming through. The tree, Virgo energy. So I feel like you guys are very mysterious when it comes to your relationships. So when you are in a relationship with people, you are very mysterious. They don't get to know you very well. You don't open up that much. Okay, you wear masks. You don't want anyone to see the real you because you don't want to be judged. You would rather people see you the way you want to be seen. The mask, as I say that. Ah, the power of Lenormand. All right. Let me brag about you. We have the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, you guys are my stalkers. Well, not stalkers. I don't want to say you're stalkers. You guys are my investigators. Okay, you want to know the gossip. You want to know what's going on. You want to know what is happening in the people's lives that you care about. You're all about it. You want to know down to the tiniest detail, like what they had for lunch. You really enjoy conversing with people, I feel, mainly over text message, with the Queen of Swords here and the Magician. With the Five of Wands, I do feel as though sometimes your communication can be combative or taken that way because you express yourself in such a fiery way, even if you are a water sign. So you might have heavy fire in your chart. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Okay, so you guys don't like to feel trapped. You don't like to feel stuck. Okay, you like to constantly be moving forward, constantly gaining more knowledge, constantly learning, growing, and changing. I just saw the Devil, so I feel like you guys are very sexy. We have the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups reversed. Like I said, you are a bit manipulative. You might be manipulative in the sex department. So maybe you're just really good at sex. Scorpio energy coming through. Heavy. You guys might be a Scorpio. Maybe in a Scorpio rising. But you're kinky. You're like really kinky. I just saw the Magician. And there's that Devil with Temperance. Yeah, you guys are kinky fucks. I feel like sometimes you might surprise your partners with how kinky you are because you come off as such a good guy or good girl on the outside. That it kind of shocks people when they see that you're such a dirty lover. Not dirty, I don't want to say dirty, but I also feel like you're a heartbreaker. With the Three of Swords reversed here and the Page of Cups, you leave people first. You would rather be the one to leave than have someone leave you. And so I feel like you dip out of relationships a lot. You're in and out of relationships, like I said, or in and out of crushes. You're in and out of love because every single love partner just disappoints you. Six of Swords, they walk away from you. Justice in reverse, they cheat on you. Ten of Wands, they're just a general pain in the ass. You know? All right. So, 42 White Grandpa. If that resonated, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will talk to you in the next video. Blessed be.